everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Danrie from Craft of Giving, and in today's video I would love to share how to make this cool wood burning craft box. So to make your very own craft box that's made out of wood that you're going to burn is of course a wooden box. I found this at my local Bunnings store, but I've seen these kinds of boxes all over at craft shops and online, so it just really depends where you are looking to find yours. And then to actually burn my wood, I found this battery operated soldering iron from Bunnings as well. It was about $18, but in hindsight I think I should have just gone ahead and invested in an electrical one, because I did find that the batteries would run out pretty quickly and the soldering iron would lose its heat, and so we get a different type of degree of burn happen. So if you do have the opportunity, or you do have a soldering iron, do get an electrical one, because the battery ones, they're great for maybe just its main purpose, which is just to melt the soldering wire. Alrighty, so when designing your box, it is completely up to you and what design you want to make, whether it's like all over the box, on the side of the box, under the box, inside the box. It's up to you. I just freehand drew mine and I came up with this design, and I went ahead and started to burn my design following my traced design. Now I quickly realized that curves will be an issue, because with the grain of the wood running all to one side and sort of in a line, if you wish, crossing over that line, it creates this bumpy sort of jumping, catching sort of look to it, where it's not as smooth as I would have liked it. But in the end I didn't mind it, because it added character. So when designing your design, keep that in mind. If your box is not a smooth thing, but with all kinds of wood, there is a natural grain that runs, so maybe try and work with the grain rather than against the grain. So to make it a bit easier, I decided to sort of trace my design even more by making an indent for my soldering iron to sort of run within that indent. And I used my cold soldering iron, I used a pencil, I used my polymer clay tools just to make it a bit easier. Now there's a lot of my designs on here that I was just like, this is not going to work, so I did go ahead and erase them and came up with a different design, which I was also happy with in the end. As always, safety first. If you're a young person, please get an adult to supervise you or help you with this project, because you will be using a tool that generates a lot of heat, and I would hate for anyone to burn their fingers or to burn their houses down. So please get an adult to supervise and be safe, guys. I also recommend that you wear a face mask just to protect your lungs from the fumes that do come off from the wood burning. My hair actually smelled like a bushfire for the night until I washed my hair, so do protect your lungs, because it's really not a pleasant smell to be breathing in whilst doing this. If you're enjoying this video so far, give it a big old thumbs up and leave me a comment down below letting me know what kind of design you would have on your wooden box. I would love to read it, and then we can share some ideas together. I highly recommend, when doing your design onto your box initially, please use a pencil so that you can erase it without damaging your box. As you can see, I did go ahead and remove my little love heart inspired twirly whirls on the edges, because it would have been too hard to make the curves look nice and smooth. So I went ahead and made a border around my box by using my ruler, so it's nice and even from the edges, and also use my ruler to get that little trench ready for my soldering iron, so that it's not too chunky and it will be nice and straight. I then decided to work with the grain and made little lines and dots just to fill in all the blank space around my design and to fill up my little frame. As I said, the design is 120,000% up to you and what you want on your box. You can make it personal, but just be aware that curves and things will be a bit difficult with the grain of the wood. Once you've completely finished your design and you're happy with it, you can go ahead and varnish your box. Allow it to dry completely before you give it to someone or use it yourself. I was happy with the color of my box and wanted to keep it that way, so I did not go ahead and varnish my box. You can use it as a storage box for keys or jewelry. I'm actually using this box as my own personal storage box for all my kind of little trinkets you just don't have a place for, and it looks really beautiful on my little countertop now. If you like this video, please give it a big ol' like, leave me a comment down below, and subscribe to my channel. I make videos on handmade gifts and other fun DIY projects like this and many others. Go ahead and check out my videos I have already on my channel. I think there might be 1 or 2 or even 5 that you might enjoy as well. Thank you so much for your time today. I appreciate it, and remember to be crafty with your giving. Have a fabulous day, and I'll catch you next time. Bye!